everybody. My name is Joshua James, and welcome back to the Maniac Podcast. Yes, the last time we did a podcast episode was back in 2017. We haven't done one since, but me and Mr. Bones both decided to bring it back. But unfortunately, Mr. Bones can't join us right now because he's kind of busy at the moment. So instead, who is joining me on the returning podcast episode is my longtime good buddy, all the way from the UK, Richard. What's up, brother?
How's it going, broski?
Doing great. How's life been treating you?
Can't complain. I've just been, plodding along.
Yeah. I get that. I've been busy with work and everything else like that, but life's been good. Really can't complain at all. So I understand.
Yeah, we've got some new belts between us.
Oh, yeah, sure. You got some new belts. I got some. And go check out our videos of our belt reviews. Go check those out. But also, what I want to talk about is, so far, wrestling has been the talk of the town. A lot of things have been going on in wrestling. Who knew 2022 would be like the year, or 2021 would be the year talking about wrestling? Like last year, there were so many releases. What was your thoughts on the releases? Like all of them. Which one shocked you the most?
Bray.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Bray was the one that shocked
Bray
me.
and Braun were probably the two that shocked me most.
Oh, yeah, I completely agree with you on that one. Like, I didn't think they would ever release those guys. Like, those were money makers right there.
That's I just could not get my head around it.
Like, who did you think was, since that whole release thing was going to happen, who did you think was going to get released? Like,
I was expecting people like Tamina and Dana Brooke and like a load of cruiserweights. I would imagine that they've pretty much got rid of cruiserweight division, seeing as nobody really cares about it anymore.
The cruiserweight title is no more, actually. They unified it with the NXT North American Championship. So, yeah, pretty much, sadly.
Yeah, so it's...
cruiserweight belt was like a legitimate, beautiful championship belt.
It was quite nice, yeah. I must admit, it was different.
That's one thing I liked about it, is because it looks so different.
Yeah, it was
belts.
Yeah, like the women's and the Universal and the WWE heavyweight, they all look exactly the same, don't they? It's just a big W.
Like the tag team belts for Raw and SmackDown, same looking belts.
Yeah, just different color straps. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just like one. That's why I really liked it. It's like, especially with the. I know people consider the 24/7 title an ugly belt, but I liked it because it was different. It looked different.
I liked the belt itself, yeah, and I thought the concept of it were quite good. It was just piss poor in execution, which is typical WWE, isn't it, really?
Mm-hmm. And the women's tag team belts, which I have, and I love those belts. I love the women's tag titles. Gorgeous looking belts. It's just they're not doing anything with them.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, the Royal Rumble is coming up soon. Are you excited for the Rumble?
I haven't watched one for years.
So, oh, really?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I actually watched a pay-per-view live. I think... Oh, God, I can't remember the last one I watched live. No, I can't. It might have been a WrestleMania a few years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like before we started recording, I showed him who was going to be in the Rumble. And the one I want to talk to you about, before we talk about the women's one, is the men's one. Johnny Knoxville is in the Royal Rumble. What is your thoughts on Johnny Knoxville?
Yeah, well, I mean, what can you say? It wouldn't surprise me if you don't have like Steve-O and them in crowd and they come out and help him somehow. But I mean, it's going to be a good laugh with him. He's not seriously going to win it. But
no.
It's going to be good to see what happens between him and Sami Zayn.
Oh yeah, my guess is that's going to build up to a match at WrestleMania: Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah,
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, it'd be a nice little filler match, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it also would be a good comedy match because Johnny Knoxville is hilarious, and Sami Zayn, talk about a hilarious guy. That guy's funny. I would love to see them. They work together very well.
Yeah, it would be interesting, definitely.
It would be, but like the one thing that would shock me the most since Johnny Knoxville is going to be in the Rumble, it would shock me. And I know it's not going to happen, but it would shock me if he was the final four. He survived the whole entire Rumble and he's the final four. I know it's not going to happen, but still, it would make me laugh if it did.
Oh, it would be different. What do you think the final four will be?
Oh, that's a tough one. I have a theory that who might win it though. I think Brock's going to win. Even though he's facing Bobby Lashley, my guess is after he beats Bobby Lashley, he enters himself in the Royal Rumble and he wins it. And right before they announced, or after they announced him as the winner, he gets on the mic and he just says, "See you at Mania, Roman," and show.
I think in men's match on first though. In men's Rumble match first on card.
Yeah. I think he would end himself at number 30.
Yeah.
Like that's my guess. That because there's rumors that they're gonna have Roman versus Brock at WrestleMania again.
Yeah, because it was supposed to happen at day one, wasn't it? But
yeah, and Roman caught COVID.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because I was really looking forward to seeing that match at day one.
Yeah, it would have been a good match, but a lot of people were saying that as soon as they saw that Brock had been put in the WWE title match, it were like, oh, he's going to win it then. And lo and behold, he did.
Yeah, but the thing is, even though it was kind of predictable that he was going to win, it was still, like, by far the best match. I enjoyed that match. It was great. That's the one thing that a lot of people are not, looking at is that the match was actually really, really good. Predictable.
I've not seen it.
It was predictable, of course, but the thing is, it was actually a legit good match.
It's better than that Money in the Bank one when he just come down and just,
Okay, I'm gonna be straight up honest. I love that.
It was like everybody else had been in there ages and they're putting a hell of a show, and then he just strolls down, walks up ladder, throws poor Ali flighting, and then just grabs briefcase, and then it's like, oh, okay then.
Yeah, I get that. I get why a lot of people hated it, but for me, I loved it because it gave us the greatest meme ever. Brock Party, Brock using the suitcase as a boombox. That was great. You gotta admit, that was funny.
Yeah, there were a lot of memes about that. I did see them popping up everywhere.
Yeah, so that's one thing I loved about it, is like the meme videos, like the background for the music while he was using it as a boombox. Oh, I loved it. So that's why I love it, because it gave us those memes. Again, I get why people hated it, but for me, I loved it.
It was different, wasn't it?
Yeah. But to be honest, do you even remember who was all in that Money in the Bank match?
Obviously Mustafa Ali were in it, weren't they?
Yeah.
Baron
Corbin was in it. I know that for a fact.
Baron Corbin. Were Orton in it?
I don't think so. Drew, I believe, was in it. Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. Owens?
I think so.
Sammy?
I don't remember. It was so long ago that I completely forgot.
I can't remember. But yeah, I remember watching. That's probably the last one I watched, actually.
But I think that should tell us that we don't remember a single person who was in that match, but we remember Brock winning the most.
Yeah.
I think that says something.
Yeah, we don't remember anything apart from Brock winning.
Yeah. But anyways, moving on. The Royal Rumble. Who do you think is going to win?
The men's one.
Yes.
Obviously, I'd be pulling for my boy AJ.
I would love to see AJ win at least one Rumble.
Yeah. I mean, the big rumor doing rounds is that Big E's going to win it and then, go on and maybe get belt back. But, I mean, I'd be all right with Big E winning it.
I'd be okay with Big E winning too, actually.
That. But yeah, I'd like to see Styles win it. Or if we were going for putting, pocket change on 1,000 to 1 shot, Damian Priest.
Oh God!
But I don't think they'd push him yet.
He's not ready.
Yeah, he looked good in NXT from bits I saw of him.
Oh yeah, he was good at NXT. But when they brought him to the main roster, they kind of pushed him, but not pushed him also. But then the whole Bad Buddy thing happened, and then after that, they just started pushing the guy.
It's the curse of the main roster, isn't it? They look at him in NXT and they're like, oh, they're brilliant, let's get him up here. What they don't realise is that the writing on NXT was shit up. So people, they had good storylines and everything developed properly like it should have done. Triple H made sure of it. And then they just pulled them up onto the main roster and didn't have a clue what to do with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, case in point, FTR, well, as they are now, but Revival as they were.
They were the Revival, the Ascension.
Ascension, yeah, they're probably one of the best examples of, I'm not having a clue what to do with them on main roster.
Which hurt me because I loved them in NXT. And when they were going on the main roster, I was hyped and excited. And then they didn't do anything with the guys. They legitimately, I hate the word saying it, but they legitimately buried those guys on that night where when JBL, the APA, and all that kind of stuff, it went in the ring and just legitimately buried those guys. And after that night, they had nothing for these guys.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's when you know it's over, and when you get buried by legends.
Yeah, that made me mad. That legitimately, I love seeing the legends come up and all that kind of stuff. But that was the one time I was thinking, I hate all of you now because you guys legitimately buried these guys and they're not going to do anything with them. And lo and behold, they hardly did anything with the guys. They were mostly
another team as well that were amazing on NXT, and they didn't know what to do with them on main roster. Vaudevillains.
Oh yeah, the Vaudevillains. Yeah, that's a good example.
They were brilliant on NXT. I used to love watching them.
I love those guys too. They were good. Yeah, so that's another good example because when they brought them up to the main roster, they were just straight up heels, right?
Yeah.
And they didn't do nothing with them.
No, then Simon Gotch either got released or, didn't sign a new contract. And then they had Aiden English floating around. And then they put him with Rusev, which worked as his personal thing.
That's another one. Another good example for a tag team. Rusev Day. You want to talk about a guy that got buried by the main roster is Rusev. He's a definitely good example. The fans loved him. Everywhere he went, the whole entire building would be chanting Rusev Day. And Vince was just nah, not pushing him.
Yeah.
And Aiden English and Rusev, what a perfect combination those two were. He would be the one introducing Rusev instead of your traditional ring announcer. He was perfect for that part. That's the one that made me upset too.
Yeah, that were a shame that they split them up. But yeah, Vaudevillains, they were, I think, only real successes that have come up as a team from NXT were Wyatt family.
Wyatt's, yeah, definitely for sure.
Shield,
yeah. Even though they weren't teaming up, but they were a big.
No, yeah, they were all individuals, weren't they, on NXT, and then they put them together when they brought them up. But yeah,
I don't know if you would consider these two successors, but what do you think? Enzo and Cass.
Yeah, they were another team. They took them onto the main roster, and they didn't really have a set out for them. They didn't know what to do with them. They just knew that they could get crowd hyped with, spiel that they used to give up way down to ring.
Yeah.
And then just thought, well, we'll just build everything around that, and we'll just won't bother putting them in proper storylines or anything.
You know what would have been a good time to put the tag titles on them if this didn't happen was that triple threat tag team match with the Wyatt, not the Wyatts, the Good Brothers, Enzo and Cass, and Sheamus and Cesaro.
Oh yeah.
If the Hardys didn't return, let's just say that. Let's say they didn't return, right? I think at WrestleMania would be a good would be the best part to put the titles on them.
Yeah,
What do you think?
it would have. Yeah, definitely.
Because I feel like even though I was happy to see the Hardys back, I really kind of felt like this should have been Enzo and Cass's night.
Yeah, I mean, when Hardys came in, you could hear it in the arena. Everybody went nuts.
Oh yeah.
And it reminded me of I don't know if it were a pay-per-view or just an episode SmackDown. I think it was one of old pay-per-views when Teddy Long was in charge, and he loved his tag team matches.
Oh yeah, that was the Armageddon 2006. Me and Chris's third pay-per-view.
Yeah, London and Kendrick, Regal and
Dave Taylor.
Yes, Dave Taylor.
I'm surprised I remember that name.
Yeah, and then with Eminem, and then he brought Hardys in, and everybody went mental then, didn't they?
And made it into a ladder match.
Yeah, that was when Joey Mercury got his face split up.
That's still, oh my God, that part.
That was his own fault though, wasn't it? He were off his head.
Yeah, it's even though it was by far like the best match, but when that part happens, I always cringe. I like seeing blood sometimes in wrestling, but not like that.
Yeah, it would definitely. I mean, I did feel for him. I know I've just said it was his fault for being off his head, and it was, but I did feel for him that, because when it hit him, you could see everything and it was like, wow.
You could see how swelled up his face was when the camera was looking at him.
Yeah, you could see it just straight away when it would just bang. And his face went out.
Saw how swelled up his face. You kept seeing the blood pouring.
Yeah, it was bad.
It's a nasty sight.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, moving on from that, I have two picks. Like Brock is one of them. I could be wrong about Brock Lesnar, but I would really love to see AJ Styles win one Rumble.
Yeah, it would be awesome, seeing as he debuted in it.
Yeah, if he does win, if AJ does win, let's just say this: if he does win, which championship belt should he go for? I don't think he should go for the WWE Championship belt because he's held that twice already.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it would be nice to see him go for Blue Universal,
the Blue Universal Championship, or the NXT Championship.
You see, he could throw a curveball, couldn't he, and go for NXT.
He could also probably be a big help for the NXT 2.0 show.
Well, he spent a bit of time down there, didn't he?
Yeah. Do you think he would also be a big help? Because a lot of people do not like NXT 2.0. Yeah,
I've heard a lot of bad things about it. Well, Triple H is gone now, isn't he? Vince has taken it over, and him and Bruce Pritchard that are running it and stuff. So,
but here's the funny thing: I'm going to say this, and I know it's not good. A lot of people are not going to agree. NXT 2.0 is actually really good.
I've not seen it, so I can't comment.
I understand, but
I can only go on what I've seen people posting about it, and a lot of people don't look very happy with it.
I've seen it a couple of times since I'm at work, and I have a TV in there, so I'll be able to watch a little bit of it. I gotta say, it's actually really, really good. Not the best. I completely agree on that one. It's not the best, but it's actually fun to watch. I enjoy it.
Well, you see, that's the thing. As long as people are enjoying it, they're going to keep doing it, aren't they?
Yeah. Like, I'll point out the negatives, of course. There's a lot of it. But the fact is like, I actually have fun watching it. I know a lot of people are not going to agree, but for me, it's just like they judged it way too fast. Give it a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, give it a shot, let it settle down and, let them decide what they're going to do and everything.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because so many people have got used to it being as good as it was with Trick in charge.
Yeah, and
everything's different.
Black gold brand.
Yeah, it's like wrestling fans remind me of that scene in Wayne's World when that guy's talking to is it Garth, and he says something about change.
Yeah.
And Garth's like, no, we fear change. I think that's what wrestling fans are like some at times. They just don't like it when stuff changes, but it's just one of them things, isn't it? You just go with it, see what happens.
It's like the fans kept saying they want the Attitude Era to return. And even for me, it's just like, guys, that's never going to happen.
No, I mean, best we could hope for is maybe ruthless aggression.
Oh, yeah. Ruthless aggression was my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. And then obviously then it morphed into PG era.
I get that a lot of people hated the PG era. I was one of them in the beginning, but when I look back, I was like, you know what? It actually really wasn't that bad.
No,
we had some good moments in the PG era.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Pipe Bomb was one of them.
Yeah.
And even though he's not my favorite wrestler, but a lot of people like this, Dolph Ziggler cashing in.
Yeah. You see, that's why Bones is not here tonight. He's running Oregon chapter of the Dolph Ziggler Appreciation Society.
True. If anybody doesn't know Dolph about Dolph Ziggler and Mr. Bones can't stand Dolph Ziggler. It was even at the point that Dolph Ziggler blocked him on Twitter.
That says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Another one, again, another thing that I didn't really care for, but I know a lot of people did, was the Yes Movement.
Yeah. I enjoyed that story. I thought it was good. I mean, they just rehashed it with Kofi Kingston, didn't they?
Yeah.
But, I mean, first time around with Daniel Bryan, I mean, they probably rehashed it from somewhere else as well, but the whole Daniel Bryan thing, it just worked because it was like he was the only one that would stand up to Triple H and Steph and tell him, and they just threw every obstacle in his way. And it was good that at WrestleMania he won belt.
Yeah.
It'd be Orton and Batista, and it was like, it was just a really good, like when I finished watching that, I was like, yes, that's how it should have ended. I think if Batista had won, they'd have just ripped the place to shreds. There'd have been a riot.
Yeah. But even though it would make me kind of laugh, and I was like, that's a good way to end the show.
Yeah, it was brilliant. When he went over to little Connor and gave him a hug, that were nice as well.
I guarantee you, like, let's say Batista did win, right? I feel like the next night they would have turned him heel.
You did have had to.
Yeah. Like, he would officially turn heel. Like, I feel like in his mind, like, even though he was kind of playing a heel, they were booing him out of the building. And I feel like after WrestleMania, he would officially announce it, even though he didn't need to.
Yeah, it would definitely, they would have had to turn him heel because there's no way crowd would have cheered him.
Well, that's one thing I wish we kind of did see is, like, a Batista versus Daniel Bryan rivalry. That would have been good.
Yeah.
Like, Batista literally could have said, you stole my moment. I was the one that won the Royal Rumble. You didn't. Like,
that would have been interesting, yeah. Throw that angle into the storyline.
Okay. Like that, I think that would have been a good rivalry. Like, I feel like if that did happen, Batista literally could say, like, like I said, I won the Rumble. I won the Rumble. You didn't. You had to piss and moan, and you finally got what you wanted because of these idiots that would not shut up and doing the whole yes crap. You had to listen to them. Sometimes you got to listen to yourself. And what you did, you stole something from me that I worked my ass off. And Daniel Bryan could literally say that while he was gone, I was still wrestling. What were you doing? Or all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like how, like, and I know Dave's a businessman. I think he would have put Daniel Bryan over. I know he would have.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I feel like I think he'd be cool. There's like, yeah, I'm fine with putting him over.
Yeah, and that would have been a nice little angle to have after Mania as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but we did get a good rivalry with the Shield and Evolution.
I was just going to mention that. Yeah, that was brilliant with that.
It was. But oh yeah, that's another thing of the PG era was the Shield.
Yeah.
Like I think, like for us, that was one thing that we kept talking about. Like that they were awesome. I loved the Shield the first time I saw them.
Yeah, I did.
And I think we always had conversations like thinking like who's gonna be the first one to win the world title.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
we had so much conversations like who do we think is gonna be the first Shield member to win the world title. And if my memory's correctly, I think we both picked Dean, or you picked Seth first.
Yeah, I think. I said I'd like to see Dean win it first, but it did look like they were lining Seth up for it, even though they were still together.
Yeah,
it did look like something were going on around him, because he seemed to have, like, if he had a singles match, he seemed to have more time than Ambrose and Reigns did at the time.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I know I said I wanted Dean to win it, but I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Rollins.
Lord behold, Seth was the first member to win the world title. Roman was the second, and Dean was the third.
Yeah. And he beat both of them in one night.
Oh, yeah, definitely, for sure. That's one thing he's got something to brag about. Speaking of Dean Ambrose, Moxley is also rumored to be in the Rumble. Would you like to see Jon Moxley make a one-night return for the Rumble?
I'd love to, but it won't happen.
Because Seth Rollins did mention Moxley. He didn't say Ambrose. He just said Mox on SmackDown last night. Because he was pretty much like mentioning to Roman like his Usos are his lackeys, and that's how you saw me and Mox.
Yeah.
You saw us as your lackeys.
It's weird that let him acknowledge.
I know, right? I was thinking, like, why would they allow him to mention Moxley? Like that, I'm not saying like he's gonna enter the Rumble or interfere in this match. I don't think that will happen. But I would love to see Moxley enter the Rumble just for the night.
Yeah, it would be cool, but I just don't see it. I don't think Vince is a stubborn old bastard, isn't he? So,
oh yeah, definitely, for sure.
He probably won't let. Well, apparently he's burnt all his bridges, hasn't he, with WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Vince has said he'll never work there again. But he said that about Ultimate Warrior, didn't he? And brought him back twice.
And Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, and Bret Hart.
Yeah, he said Hogan would never work there again. And, he's made more comebacks than Lazarus.
True. And I love Hogan, but that's true. That's the one thing I'll fully admit. Like, was he good? Yeah. Was he bad? Oh, yeah, he was bad too. But I will always like Hogan, but I'll even fully admit some of the things he did, kind of questionable. Especially with TNA.
Him and Bischoff.
Yeah.
As soon as they got involved, I was like, and there goes TNA.
And again, I love Hogan, but I'll fully admit, like, that was bad.
It was terrible.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another thing that's rumored is that Taker is going to be making a surprise appearance at the Rumble. It didn't say the Rumble match, just a surprise appearance.
I can't see him wrestling her out. I think he'll just probably just maybe. I don't know where, because he's not renowned for talking much, is he? So
no, he's actually been doing a lot of talking lately. He's been on podcasts. They've asked him questions, even on TikTok, which shocks me. They asked him questions like which one wrestler you wished you could have worked with, and the first one he said was Andre the Giant.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
I would have loved to see Taker versus Andre. That would have been a good match.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
It would have been a lot better than him versus Khali and Giant Gonzalez.
Oh, chat. Speaking of Khali, I was reading something today, and it were about a match that it was something about Kevin Dunn.
Yeah.
About how he's single-handedly ruining WWE.
Oh.
And, it were before the Punjabi prison match. They pitched a match to Vince McMahon, and it was going to be like an exploding cell.
Oh yeah.
You know, like something like what they have in Japan. And Vince was like, "Yeah, do it." And then by the time it come to it, Kevin Dunn had changed it, and the guy who come up with the idea, then it was going to be bamboo, and he's like, "Why? It was supposed to be an exploding cage." And then when Kevin Dunn showed him it, said it's Punjabi prison match and everything, and the guy just went, "Yeah, good luck with that one." Then so when they unveiled it at the pay-per-view, everybody were like, "Well, that's a load of shit."
So even Khali knew this match was stupid.
Yeah, the guy who came up, it weren't Khali that come up with it. It was some other guy. He went at story writers. He come up with an idea, mentioned it to Vince, and Vince was like, "Yeah, that sounds brilliant. Go for it. You've obviously done your own work, and you know how everything's gonna work and how to get things running. So yeah, do it." And then they passed it on to Kevin Dunn and his team, and then they ended up turning it into that abomination that was the Punjabi prison.
Oh, that sucks. That would have been good.
Yeah, wouldn't it just?
That would have been really, really good. Like, that makes me mad now.
Yeah, I must admit, by the time I finished reading it, I was like, I need to strangle Kevin Dunn.
Right? I want to strangle that. What does Jim Cornette call him?
Oh, I can't remember now.
I know he calls him like a squirrel or something else like that because of his teeth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to strangle him now. Like, that would have been a good match. That would have been great.
Yeah. And then we got the Punjabi prison crap.
Oh my gosh. Like, even for me, like, even as a kid, I was like, this is kind of cool, but I don't like it.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. So,
like, you're supposed to go through these doors, even though there's no ceiling for you to climb over the bamboo. And then, like, I don't know.
Everything about it was just a mess.
It really, really was. And also, a lot of people, especially like me, when I first saw it, is like, you could hardly see. You could hardly see.
Yeah, because two walls of bamboo, it mishmashed, didn't it? It made it hard to see.
So, yeah, it was abomination. I'm glad they don't do them anymore because the last one was against Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton. That was the last one.
Just terrible. Just a terrible, terrible idea.
The only highlight about that match was the Singh brothers' bumps. That was the only highlight. Is the bumps they took.
That way Orton nearly killed one of them.
Yeah. But speaking of, like, would you ever think Khali's going to make a surprise appearance for the Rumble?
No. I just don't think WWE have out to do with him.
Yeah. I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame. which baffles me.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Don't get me wrong, Colley's probably a nice guy and all, but it just baffles me to know that he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I mean, that's up there with putting Bellas in.
Oh, I hate that the most.
Don't even get me started.
I'd rather have Colley in the Hall of Fame more than the Bellas.
I'd rather destroy the Hall of Fame than have either of them in it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Speaking of the Bellas of the Hall, Bellas and all that kind of stuff, the Women's Royal Rumble match.
You see how I segued that for you then?
Yeah.
I set you up for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
The Bellas are in the Rumble. No one cares.
Yeah. I can't wait to see them, said nobody.
Yeah, seriously, nobody. Who wants to see them back? I don't ever see people say anything on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram saying, I want these two back. I want to see them winning the tag titles. So far, for what I've seen from people, is stay away. No one wants you here.
Yeah, it's been great without you.
Yeah. And now it's rumored that they're going to get a women's tag team match for the tag titles. And I've heard that rumor. And I don't want it to be true. I don't want to see the Bellas wear the tag team gold.
I don't mind them getting the match as long as they don't win them.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Who is women's tag champion now?
Queen Selena and Carmella.
All right, yeah.
I love Selena Vega. I can't stand Carmella. I used to love Carmella, but I just can't stand her now.
It's one of them things, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just I don't like her new gimmick. I just don't like how she's been booked. And it's even at the point that I got annoyed by her.
It's one of them things to do it regular, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've talked about it, and my biggest thing was when Rollins were champion, how they made it look like he couldn't win without Kane helping or security.
Yeah, and Big Show.
Yeah, he couldn't do it on his own. Somebody had to help him, and that was they just made him look weak.
Yeah, so his first run as WWE champion was not memorable. The only thing that was memorable about it is when he cashed in.
Yeah.
Even his second run with his first run with the Universal Championship wasn't memorable at all either.
No, it weren't really.
The only thing anybody remembers as Seth Rollins as Universal Champion is that god-awful Hell in a Cell match that he had with Bray Wyatt.
I don't even remember that.
The match ended by a disqualification.
Oh, yeah. I didn't watch it, but I heard about that. It's how do you get disqualification in Hell in a Cell?
X-Pac even said that, too. He's like, how do you get disqualified in a Hell in a Cell match?
Yeah, it just don't make sense, does it?
But Seth Rollins has said on the Stone Cold podcast, he'll fully admit that was awful. He hated that. It was even at the point that when he went backstage, he was going to go get ready to strangle Vince because of that ending. He did not like it. He wanted to, yeah, right? He wanted to kill Vince right there. But Bruce Pritchard was there to calm him and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that shocked me to hear. I was thinking, well, he should be happy. He gets to keep the belt. But he hated it. He hated it. Because he knew it was doomed.
Yeah. It's just that. Yeah, you just can't get your head around it. Hell in a Cell, anything goes. Everybody knows that. And then it's like, oh no, disqualified. How?
Yeah, so, yeah. Ever since then, a lot of people still talk about it. And Seth, he's like, I'm tired of hearing it. I know. I agree with everybody. The match sucked. I agree. I hated the ending too. So please stop talking about it.
That's it. But again, that's down to your booking team, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of the Rumble again, Mickie James is entering the Rumble, which shocked a lot of people, especially me. because she's the current Impact Knockouts champion. WWE even referenced that. They actually said Impact Wrestling on their television.
Yeah, well, they've got no to worry about. Have the Impact's no threat to them.
No, but it's just one of those things like thinking like I thought I would never hear them talk about stuff like that.
Yeah, it's very rare that they do acknowledge. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I know in some of the DVD compilations they've got, they've shown people in like Ring of Honor.
mm-hmm.
You know, they show footage of them there, but you don't see about them in like TNA or out like that.
Yeah. It's just one of those things that I think is like, again, like you said, I know WWE does not need to worry about Impact Wrestling, but it's just one of those things is like, that's kind of cool that they mentioned Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's good that they're going to let Mickie James go in. She's going to apparently come out to a TNA theme and have Knockouts title on her.
I hope she brings the title with her while she goes in the Rumble. I hope she does. That'd be funny.
Apparently, she's been told that she can wear it down to the ring.
Oh, that's good. That makes me happy to hear because I want to see that.
Yeah, it's just it's different and it's good.
You know who I would like to see enter the Rumble as a surprise entrance? Since we're talking about Impact Wrestling, I would love to see Rosemary enter the Rumble.
That'd be, yeah.
Can you imagine the pop for that?
It would be, yeah.
And I could just see this as a skit in the background. Let's just say like the men's Royal Rumble's getting ready, right? You see Rosemary in the back in the dressing room, right?
Yeah.
She has Steve and the crazy Steve with her, the decay. I can hear the pop for that too. Next thing you know, they bump into Chris Parks. Since he's the agent for WWE, can you imagine if they just bumped into him and Chris is just like, I haven't seen you guys for a long time, or they just stare at each other, just like it's a skit, like they're just staring at each other. They move on, and the fans are definitely gonna be like, "Oh, I see what you did there. I saw what you did there."
Or have him says, look at him and go, "Do I know you?"
Yeah, that'd been funny too.
Yeah, I'm sure I recognize you from somewhere.
Yeah, Chris Parks is like, I know you guys from somewhere, but I don't remember. And Rosemary just says, "It's okay. Just tell your brother we said hi."
Yeah.
Like, brother? My brother? Abyss? They just say his name on television?
Oh my god, yeah, that would be an awesome surprise entrant if he came out as Abyss.
Yeah!
Holy shit, that would be mental.
Oh, I would love to see Abyss enter the Rumble. That would be, oh yeah, that'd be brilliant. I would love that. That's how it starts. They just bring up that, like, Rosemary just tells Chris Parks, it's okay. But just tell your brother we said hi, all right? And they just leave, and Parks is just like confused, like, you mean my brother Abyss? What he did? And after that, camera ends, and next thing you know, like, let's say number 27, we hear the Abyss theme song.
Oh, yeah. It would be brilliant. I can't see it happening, but it would be awesome.
I know, right? I know it probably wouldn't happen, but I would mark out. I love Abyss.
Yeah, I must admit, I'd
officially. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying I'd definitely be like, jaw to be on the floor.
Yeah, I would.
Definitely be a holy shit moment.
Oh God, yeah. I'd be marking out. I'd be so happy, and also at least Chris Parks could actually literally said, like, even though he's probably not going to Mania, he could literally say, he's like, at least I had my first WWE match. At least I could say that.
Exactly. Yeah, you can say that Abyss wrestled in. Mind you, does he own trademark to Abyss or do Impact own it?
Yeah, you could literally say, like, at least I could say I have one match in the WWE. Even though it was the Rumble, at least I could mark that off. I don't need to wrestle anymore.
Well, yeah.
Even though he's not wrestling, but at least he could just say that. He's like, I don't need to worry anymore. I've done everything.
That would be awesome.
That would be really cool. Like, I know it probably will never happen either, but I would kind of like, I don't know what you think about this. Let's say Abyss does enter, right? And Truth wins the 24/7 title again, right? Abyss chokeslam R-Truth to the table, takes the belt, and he leaves. Means that we'll see Abyss more often.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But we see him rarely, like as a surprise. Not every day or every week, like once in a while.
Yeah, it'd be a good way to phase out the 24/7 title as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, like he could be like, Abyss could say like, I'm the final 24/7 champion. Again, don't need to wrestle anymore. I got to hold my first belt, and he could be the final one.
That'd be intriguing.
Even though it's a jobber belt, but at least he could literally say like, I had my first WWE match. I get to hold my first WWE championship. I could die a happy man now.
Yeah, it would definitely be interesting.
It would be. But that would be funny. That would be a good skit right there. Like they bump into Chris Parks, the Decay, and just tell her, Rosemary just says, it's okay. Just tell your brother we said hi. And he says Abyss, and we see him in the Rumble. No announcements or promos or even rumors. It would have been a good surprise. I think it would be the only one that was never rumored because no one would expect it.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I'd be down for that. I would love to see Abyss in the Rumble. I would love to see Rosemary in the Rumble. I love Rosemary. I love her to death.
Do you know what? I'd love to be a mega surprise entrant, and I know for a fact it would never happen. But picture it, we'll get to number 17, 18.
Okay.
Right, and you've got like whoever in ring and everything. Jay Briscoe's music hits.
Oh, that would be awesome.
But it looks like they're going to go to AEW, have done it, and have a feud with FTR.
And they just end up on WWE instead.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I'd be okay with that. Again, like you said, I know it will never happen, but that would be awesome. That would also be a good surprise because no one would expect it.
Yeah, if there were some sort of tag title match.
Yeah, can you imagine like Jay Briscoe?
It's going to be a three-way now, and we've got a surprise team for you. And Briscoe's come out. I'd be like, holy shit.
Yeah, or it's like this. Like they announced the let's just say SmackDown Tag Team Champions, right? Because the Usos are Tag Team Champion. We're gonna have it once again. New Day versus Usos at WrestleMania in a ladder match, right? And then we just see these masked men enter the ring, just attack both of them, right? Attack the tag champs. They just raise them up and they unmask, and it's the Briscoes. And they just said that, and they have their GCW tag titles and the Ring of Honor tag titles with them. And they just said, you two are the best tag team? No. If you want the real greatest tag team, you're looking at us. Then here comes security trying to chase them off.
Yeah.
Like
they made it a three-way. They had like Usos, New Day, and another tag team from SmackDown. I don't know if there is any.
No, there isn't.
No. Maybe Raw one then. And what tag teams are there on Raw? There's
Ziggler and Bobby Roode. Oh wait, the Viking Raiders are SmackDown. So yeah, never mind. Viking Raiders.
Yeah. So you have Usos, New Day, Viking Raiders, and then somebody comes out whoever's hosting, like say it's Austin's hosting, and he comes out and says, "Oh, you know what? No, we're going to have an extra team in this one." You know,
do like what the Hardys did, right?
Yes, yeah, that sort of vibe. And then, and you just hear this announcement, you know, from Sandy Fork, Delaware, because I mean, I would imagine a big chunk of crowd would know who it was.
Yeah.
And then you just saw like the Briscoes emblem on screen and whatever music that come out to, you know, if WWE use the music they use now, but that would be mental.
You see the Briscoes names on the Titantron?
Yeah.
Like, I could hear the pop for that. And they come out with the GCW tag titles and Ring of Honor tag titles.
Yeah, that would be awesome. It won't happen. Never happen, but...
You know, for some reason, I can actually see this, too. They actually get on the mic and say, we're so confident, we're going to put these on the line, too.
Oh,
we're not afraid.
Yeah, that would... But yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see what happens in AEW with them.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't think they're going to go to AEW.
I think they might find somewhere neutral to have a match with FTR.
Yeah.
Like maybe GCW or something.
GCW or maybe Mexico, since they're the AAA tag team champions too.
Maybe, yeah. I think GCW would possibly be the better one because obviously Mox is allowed to wrestle for them as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
he's their current world champion right now.
Yeah, so obviously like Briscoes have got a working contract with GCW, so and then it'd be up to GCW which team goes over them, wouldn't it? They'd make the decision.
I know you and I talked about this, but like who do we think would win in a real fight? I still say Briscoes, so I'm going to pick Briscoes to win the match.
Yeah, I'd back Briscoes.
I love FTR, don't get me wrong. I love them, but
oh yeah, they're a quality team.
I gotta go with Briscoes.
Yeah, I'm a massive. I mean, as long as you've known me, you've known I'm a massive Briscoes fan. As soon as I start watching Ring of Honor and I saw them, I'm like, this is my team. I've
known you for 10 years, and you've been a Briscoes fan since the first time I started talking to you.
Yeah, it's they're just I just think they're awesome.
Oh yeah, I love the Briscoes too.
Yeah,
so that'll be a good surprising for the Rumble, or surprise in general that the Briscoes show up. But yeah, I think we picked some good surprise entrants. Like if we could book it, this is who we would pick.
Yeah.
But I got a question for you right now. Who do you think will win the women's Royal Rumble?
Anybody but Charlotte.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd like to see Rhea Ripley win it.
Yeah,
I think she'd be good because obviously then it'd give her a chance to maybe move to Raw and fight whichever show she's on now. Move to opposite one.
She's on Raw and she won the Raw Women's Championship last year, so I would say go to SmackDown.
Yeah, she can go to SmackDown and face
Charlotte.
Yeah, face Charlotte.
And you know what Rio could say if she beats Charlotte at WrestleMania? Like, I could just see that Charlotte still says that she's the best woman wrestler in the WWE. Rhea could literally say this: I've done something that you never did. I've held the NXT Women's Championship. I've held the NXT Women's Championship. I've held the Raw Women's Championship. I've held the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. And now I'm the SmackDown Women's Championship. I've held every single Women's Championship belt here in the WWE. Something that you can't say.
Charlotte won NXT UK title last year, women's title.
Yeah, and Rhea can literally say, I've done that. I've held every single women's championship on this company. Something that you can't say.
Oh, that would be brilliant.
And she could also probably mention is, yes, I know you were the final Divas champion.
Who cares?
Yeah, she could literally say, who cares? But yeah, Rhea could literally say that if she beats Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I've held every single women's belt. I got something that you can't say.
Yeah, it would be. I'd like to see Rhea Ripley win it. I just think, out of the list that you showed me, she's probably the most likely.
Yeah, I got two. And the second one's probably not realistic, but it's probably an idea. Rhea is one of them. I love to see Rhea win. Second one again, probably not realistic, but I think Liv should win.
That's a possibility as well. Liv Morgan, yeah.
I could see her winning it. She could literally say that I've won the Rumble now. I want another match with you, Becky. Because here's the thing. Her match with Becky Lynch at day one was also really good. A floppy kind of an ending, but still it was a good match.
Yeah, I heard that the ending ruined it somewhat.
Yeah. So I feel like if they have a third match, it would be a lot better.
Yeah.
So those are my picks. Those are my two picks.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley.
I love Rhea. I've loved her since the first time I saw her.
I'll go with Liv Morgan, but if we were going to do surprises as well, if Asuka came back, I'd like to see her win it again and get another push.
Oh, yeah.
Or Alexa Bliss.
Yes. I would love to see Alexa at least win one Rumble.
Yeah.
Because I think she deserves it.
Definitely, especially with all crap she had to put up with in booking wise.
Oh, yeah, that's the one thing that a lot of people said that she's the one that stole Bray's gimmick, but I always have to keep saying, like, you guys realize it was not her idea, right? This was the creators, right? But they always point the finger at her. I was like, you guys do know this is WWE, not her.
Yeah, they were the ones that said, right, we've got rid of Bray, he's gone. So
now you can keep it. And I think Bray has said this, like, at first she didn't want to do that, but she was like, okay, I get to work with Bray. I'm fine with that. But yeah,
it would have been good if they had brought an outsider in, though, to be Sister Abigail.
I don't know if you would agree with me on this one, but what do you think of Rosemary as their version of Sister Abigail? Dropping the Rosemary gimmick. Like, not her wearing the face paint or anything else like that.
Yeah, I mean, that would have... Yeah, I mean, we've mentioned that before, haven't we? And yeah, that would have worked.
Like, she doesn't wear the face paint. The only time she actually ever does, or if she never does, is when she's wrestling. During promos with Bray or something else like that, she's just wearing her normal outfit, like her gown or something like that, or something.
Like a veil on or something.
Yeah, or some random white dress, something that Abigail probably would wear.
Yeah, like a black wedding dress.
Yes, like that.
That would be cool. I think who else would have been able to play Sister Abigail well if they'd have pulled the finger out and done it as soon as Bray started doing that character, on his own.
Oh, yeah?
Daphne.
Oh, yeah, definitely Daphne. She would have been perfect as Sister.
She would have been.
She's the Scream Queen for a good reason, too, so that probably could work.
She'd have been awesome.
Poor Daphne.
Yeah.
It still hurts me, what happened.
Yeah, it's another one that's gone too soon.
Way too soon. So, yeah, I completely agree with you on Daphne playing Sister Abigail. She would have been perfect.
Yeah, I think she would definitely have...
she would have rolled with it. She would have been like, all right, this is my new gimmick now. I'll make the most out of it. And she would have killed it. She would have
absolutely, she would have rocked it. She'd have owned it.
Yeah, with her charisma and her mic skills, with Bray's, perfect.
Yeah, I think that just would have meshed so well.
I could see it right now. That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. Moving on from that, another person who I would probably love to see in the Women's Royal Rumble as a surprise, and I know it's not realistic, is AJ Lee.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
It would have been good.
Yeah, but I think she's another one that WWE have burnt the bridges with, isn't she?
Yeah, sadly. Hang on, got to cut for a little bit.
No worries.
Hey, everybody, sorry about that. We had to get off of Skype for a little bit because I got a call from my parents. Had to go pick up something from them. So that's why we had to get off for a little bit. Sorry about that. So anyways, we were talking about the Women's Rumble. Who do we think was going to win? Who do we want to see win?
Yeah.
Because
Anyone but Charlotte.
Anybody Charlotte. So we were talking about Rhea. Rhea should win, and Liv. That's who I'm picking. Is Rhea and Liv.
Yeah, I could live with either of them too. Yeah.
But surprises, like we were talking about Asuka. Maybe she should win. Alexa Bliss, since she's making her return, I would love to see her win it.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
What about Bayley?
I don't think Bayley's going to make it. I read something that she's not going to make Rumble, but it's looking good for Mania. So, but you never know, do you? I mean, they said Cena won't be back till WrestleMania, and he popped up in Rumble.
I remember that. But if Bayley does enter the Rumble, can you see her winning?
Yeah. I can't see why not. I mean, to go to SmackDown and go after Charlotte.
Take the title off of her.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with that. But you know, the sad part is if Charlotte wins another championship belt, she can officially say she's a 16-time women's champion.
Yeah, but it don't mean it, though, because her and Sasha used to swap belt every week on Raw.
Oh, God, yeah, I remember that.
At one point, it went every week, every other week.
It was, I hated that. I hated that so much.
It just got rid of the entire value of the title.
It really did. It really did. And I know a lot of people love Sasha and Charlotte, but I hated that so much. It's at the point now that every time I see Sasha with a belt, I'd be like, oh, God, here we go again.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I like Sasha, but it's just at the point now, it's just like, oh, God, here we go. How long is she going to keep the belt this time? Oh, wow, she's kept it long. Good for her. I still don't care.
And you just get to that point where you're just like,
And that sucks, too, because Sasha, she's a good wrestler. Not good on the mic. I'll fully admit that. She sucks on the mic.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's hit and miss, isn't she?
Especially with her fake laugh, she does. Oh my God, it's bad. I'm gonna get a lot of hate from fans on the internet, but I don't care. It's my opinion, and I think she sucks on the mic.
Yeah, I think she is pretty hit and miss.
I mean, look at Charlotte. She's pretty good. She's okay, but now it's at the point that I feel like it's kind of gotten lazy because she feels like, nothing's gonna happen to me, so I'm just gonna do a on the mic.
Yeah, she's got no real sort of need to push herself anymore, has she? Because she's pretty much cemented a spot.
So yeah, it's even at the point like I feel like she's like thinking like I don't really need to do anything at the moment. They're gonna push me no matter what.
Yeah.
And that's a shame too, because there's a lot of great women wrestlers that should be pushed. Nikki Cross is one of them. I know she held the Raw Women's Championship last year, but they didn't really give her a chance.
No, they didn't.
So she's another good example. Dewdrop, but I know her name was Viper when she was in the Indies. And definitely her.
I've seen her wrestle.
Yeah, I've seen some of her matches in the Indies, and I'm glad they're giving her a chance for the title, but I know she's not going to win, though.
Nice. What about if they throw some NXT stars in Rumble? Like Kaylee Ray, women's champion. NXT awesome. UK. Be pretty cool if she
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that.
There probably will be some, and him that's won NXT title. What's he called? Brecker. Beat Tommaso Ciampa.
Brick Breaker.
Rick Steiner's son.
Yeah. I don't remember what something Breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Rick Steiner's son.
Yeah.
It's gonna bug me now. It's gonna bug me. I like this guy. I actually really think he's by far the best wrestler on the roster right now. And you can definitely tell he's a Steiner.
Yeah, he's definitely got that look, hasn't he?
He's got the look. He's got the energy. He's got the promos.
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker.
Yeah,
yeah, that'd be awesome to see him into the Rumble.
Yeah, it would be good because they do usually throw a couple of NXT people in, don't they? So
yeah,
it'd be nice to see him, even if he just made an appearance in Rumble. He don't have to turn up on main roster.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be on the main roster. He's just like, I'm NXT champion. I'm gonna try to go for the Universal World title. I'm gonna try to do that.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, even if he made it to final few.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Like he's the final 3 or final 4. That'd be kind of cool. Like I want to see this guy get pushed to the moon, but it's at the point now that even for me, it's just like I want to say that, but I'm scared because I'm gonna feel like they're gonna do the traditional WWE thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as soon as they get up to main roster, just destroy him.
Mm-hmm. Because right now it's rumored that Tommaso Ciampa and Pete Dunne are going to go on the main roster soon. And so when I heard that, it's just like, I hope WWE doesn't screw this up. I hope, but it wouldn't shock me if they do.
Pete Dunne and Ciampa would be quite good at Rumble as well.
Oh, yeah, I would love to see that.
It could set up, if they decide to go with Ciampa for main roster, say, and he goes into Rumble and they get somebody sort of lower mid-card sort of area, have Ciampa eliminate them, and then it sets up a little storyline and see how he gets on, and then if it ain't working, end storyline, send him back down to NXT, let him do his thing down there again.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. Or like Tommaso Ciampa or Pete Dunne could be the one to take the Intercontinental or United States Championship. Like build them up, like start off with the mid-card title first and just hope they book him well. I love Pete Dunne. I've loved the guy since the first time I saw him in the WWE UK tournament.
Yeah,
I like this guy. The first time I saw him, I was like, I like this guy. I want him to win.
I've seen him wrestle live as well. When I went to watch ICW, he were in Fatal 4-Way for title, which was held by Trent Seven at the time.
Oh, wow.
And so I got to see Fatal 4-Way or Triple Threat. Right, we're a 4-Way, I can't remember now, but it were good because obviously they were all part of British Strong Style. They were Dunn, Trent Seven, and Tyler Bate. And Tyler Bate was the last one to join, and they were always the thing that Trent would shout, Pete Dunne, but he wouldn't shout Pete, he'd shout Peter, and everybody would just shout it in crowd. And there was one point where they teamed up on this guy in the match for ICW title, and you just heard Trent go, Peter. Pete Dunne just looked at him, just walked over, and they did whatever they did. But yeah, it was just one of them things. And but it doesn't sound funny, but you have to be there to see it, I suppose.
Oh yeah, it sounds fun though.
But it's just very good.
For how you always described those shows, it sounds like it's the funnest show ever.
ICW were probably one of the most it is without a doubt the most intimate wrestling show I've ever been to. It weren't in a massive arena like when WWE comes. It were just at a place called O2 Academy in Leeds, and it were in downstairs bit. And you just go down, and it's just like a bar outside. And you're like, okay, it's like a student union type thing. And you have a merchandise stand, which were cool, and then you've got like your bar that sells you drinks and stuff, and then they had entrance way stage bit, and then ring, and we were, if you could actually find the ICW event from Leeds, Fight Club from Leeds, you can actually see me and my friend on it pretty much 95% at show, because we were right next to entrance thing, just near awesome. Ring. I mean, I watched it, and you can see us just in background. We're there, and when Trent come out, he come round and got to shake his hand.
I'll have to check that out after the podcast is over.
Yeah, see if you can find it.
All right, will do. Who between those two, Pete Dunne and Tommaso Ciampa? Let's just say this happens, right? Between them, who do you think will be the first one to become Universal or WWE champion? Between those two,
I realistically don't think either of them will, but I would like to see.
You had to pick, because I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I'd like to see Pete Dunne purely because he's English. Yeah, so there is a degree of bias there, but
I get that. I wouldn't mind seeing Pete Dunne become champion. I mean, the guy is a powerhouse. Seriously,
he is. He's really good in that. Yeah, he's deceivingly strong, isn't he? Really.
The first time I saw him, I was like thinking, like, that's a young version of William Regal right there.
Yeah.
Because that's how I first saw him, and I think Regal saw that too, actually.
It's he's definitely got a lot of Regal about him. But it'd be. I'd like to see Pete Dunne win even if he don't win big one, United States or Intercontinental, or maybe a good run with tag team belts or something.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Partner. Him and Matt Riddle could reunite as the Broserweights or something, I think.
Yeah, the Broserweights.
Yeah, they could reunite.
See, I'd like to see just proper with Mustache Mountain, because fans love them. Especially when they're over here, they just get such a reaction from crowd, and I do think that they deserve to do something better with them.
I agree with you on that one. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one for sure. Oh, speaking of NXT, before we go, can you see Walter entering the Royal Rumble?
I was just gonna say it would be cool if he did come out.
Yeah,
there'd be some red chests in that ring.
Oh God, yeah, badly. I've seen the clips of his chops, and they hurt.
If you can find it, and this goes to everybody who's watching, listening, whatever, if you can find the match between Walter and Ilya Dragunov in WXW for their undisputed title, watch that, because he actually draws blood on Dragunov's chest by chopping his chest. I told my friend about it, and he was like, "Nah," I says, "It can't be like that." And we watched it, and he were like, "Oh my God!" But his Dragunov's chest is just red raw. It just looks like raw meat.
You want to talk about a killer? The Walter.
When I first heard that they were facing off in NXT UK, I was like, "Please God, let it be like that match," because that'll open a lot of people's eyes. But now they've changed his name, haven't they? They've named him after Waiter in Friends.
Yeah. Speaking of Walter, did you hear that they changed his name?
Yeah, they changed it to Gunther, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's like, why? If it's not broke, don't fix it.
For what I've heard,
far from broke.
Yeah. For what I've heard, it's because Vince wanted to get the rights of Walter's name. Walter said no, so they gave him a name.
Yeah, that didn't surprise me.
So they can have something copyrighted for this guy. It's not like if Walter ever gets released or his contract expires, it's not like he's saying, "No, okay, I'm going to do what the Ultimate Warrior did. I'm going to take the Walter name to the Indies. No, I'm going to take the Gunther name to the Indies. No, I'm going to be Walter. That's my name."
Yeah, that's who he's known as, isn't it?
Yeah. But either way, I'm still gonna call him Walter. I'm not gonna call him Gunther.
Yeah,
I mean, it probably might grow on me, maybe, but he's just always gonna be known as Walter.
Yeah, but so would a fungal toe infection, and you won't want that.
Yeah.
So it's Walter.
Yeah, for sure. But it's so stupid. But again, it wouldn't surprise me if that was the reason. I mean, I heard the rumor that's probably one of the reasons, but I don't know if it's true or not. But
Yeah,
again, it would surprise me.
But you see how they're going to market him now as Gunter. It just see when I hear that name, I think of one of Penguins from Adventure Time.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that was first thing. Well, I say obviously that guy from Friends who passed away.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's like, you know, does Vince really think that people are going to buy T-shirts with the name Gunter on it?
No,
when Walter is a name that's known all over.
And also, Walter sounds more intimidating than Gunther.
Yeah, it does.
Because the guy's just named Walter. That's it.
Yeah.
He looks like a mafia leader. He looks like a killer. And he's a wrestler that you don't want to mess with.
Well, you know the group Imperium?
Mm-hmm.
They used to be in WXW. They were a group, and they were called Ring Camp. And they were... yeah, I think so. I always get them mixed up how they've named him, because they've named the German guy with is it Fabian Bartel or something? The guy with the blonde hair that's in Imperium, the short cut blonde hair. Yeah. Well, his name was Axel Dieter Jr. And I don't know why WWE changed his name, because he was well known for that name. And I think his dad were a bit of a legend in Germany.
Oh, jeez.
And then you had Walter that were in it. And then Timothy Thatcher were in Ring Camp as well. And then obviously one by one they left and went to WWE, and then, you know, they changed it where, you know, Walter's now the leader of Imperium, when it was Junior that were leader of Ring Camp.
Yeah.
It was weird, but, you know, they've all worked together before, so they know each other.
Mm-hmm.
It shocked me that they put that guy from Sanity in it.
Something Wolf. But yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Like the Wolf or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, something Wolf.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean,
but yeah, it shocked me because I remember his name was one of the releases, and I guess they rehired him and they put him in the group.
Yeah, he'll probably be group jobber, won't he?
Yeah.
If they have a tag match, he'll be one that gets pinned.
Maybe, because I know it's not Walter that's going to take the pin.
No, but yeah, I'm watching that WXW match, and every time he chopped Dragunov's chest, I felt it.
Yeah,
felt it through the TV.
I gotta check that out. I gotta look that up.
Yeah, see if you can find it. It's
And you heard him here, everybody. He wants you to check it out too. If you're squeamish, then probably don't watch it.
Yeah, it's just the sheer impact. It's just unbelievable. It's probably like being hit by a small car.
Oh God! Like, just the guy's the guy is pretty much King Kong. That's pretty much what he is.
Yeah, he's a big lad.
That would be the one wrestler. You remember the Road Warriors DVD where Jim Cornette said that every time there was a billboard of the wrestlers who were booked, and a lot of the jobber wrestlers had their fingers crossed, hoping that they weren't facing the Road Warriors?
Yeah.
That would probably be me if I was finding out that Walter was going to be on schedule. Like, oh, please, God, don't let me face Walter. And I find out I'm facing Walter, and my heart sinks. I was like, I'm dead. I'm going to die tonight.
You know, somebody put a picture on one of wrestling groups. I think it's just a UK group. And it said tonight on NXT, Walter versus Roderick Strong, and then there was a picture underneath and it said R.I.P. Roderick Strong's chest.
Yeah, seriously. It's at the point that he chopped him so badly that Walter chopped Roderick Strong's chest so badly that Roderick started a Pro Wrestling Tees account. I was like,
Yeah,
wow,
they reckon he's on his way now. Don't know, he's going to be leaving.
I was thinking, like, did he chop him so hard that he asked for his release?
Yeah, it's like, do you know what? Now I've had one night of that. I can't do a storyline with him.
Yeah, I'm not facing him. No, screw that. Screw
Yeah.
that. But yeah, that would be me, like Walter's the Road Warriors, and then finding out my name's facing him. I'm probably gonna go find somewhere and cry
Yeah.
because I know I'm gonna die.
I just like go to the ring wearing 3 t-shirts and a jumper.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Or a bulletproof vest.
Yeah. Yeah, borrow Roman Reigns' vest.
Yeah, Roman, can I borrow your vest, please? Why? I'm facing Walter tonight. No. Oh, well, screw you.
Yeah, thanks. Speaking of NXT UK, which we've briefly touched on, what do you think of that Ilya Dragunov?
Alien Dragunov?
Yeah, the guy who's the NXT UK champion. Little blonde-haired Russian guy.
I haven't checked as much. Need to check it out. I've never heard of the guy before, actually, to be honest.
I'd only heard of him because from when I used to watch WXW, but I've lost touch with that now. But yeah, I liked him in that. And I said when he had that match with Walter, and he just every time he chopped him, he just turned around.
Yeah, that match was
chopped
good.
him and spun him, and then he just turned around and opened his chest out for. And I'm like, what are you doing, you masochist?
Yeah, I did see that match though. I did like it. But yeah. I agree with you 100% on that part.
Yeah, he's like, no, walk away. Run away if you have to. Just get out of there.
Definitely true on that.
He's worth checking out, Ilya Dragunov, if you can find any of his WXW. Say him out with him and Walter. He's just amazing to watch.
All right, will do. I'll definitely check it out.
But Roderick Strong, he were in Ring of Honor back in the day. He were renowned for having quite a hard job.
I remember.
Because right now, Steve Carino on commentary, and Roderick Strong chopped somebody once on chest, and Steve Carino says he shouldn't be allowed to do that. That should be illegal. There's no way that Roderick Strong should be allowed to, chop anybody.
Now that should be for Walter now.
Yeah.
If I was ever going to face him, I'm literally going to go beg. He's like, okay, his chops are banned.
Yeah. I'll take kicks, punches, slams, but I am not taking a chop.
I'll take a butt. Hell, I'll ask him to jump off the top rope and squash me. I'd rather take that than the chop.
Yeah, I'd rather take an headbutt than a chop.
Yeah, seriously.
And that'd be like getting hit by a bus.
Right? I'd rather take the headbutt because I know I'm going to die right there. It's not from the chop.
Yeah. At least it'll be quick.
Yeah, it's going to be quick. Not slowly and painfully.
Yeah.
All right, we got to call it a close for the podcast tonight, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, this was great. I'm glad we're doing this again. This
definitely. We'll have to try and do at least one a month.
Yeah, gotta get Bones on here for sure.
That's if you can pull him away from his Dolph Ziggler duties, I mean. It's hard work running the Appreciation Society stroke fan club. He's got to come up with designs for t-shirts and badges, and he's got to send all them letters out from Dolph, and
you know what we should do?
Could buy me a Dolph Ziggler t-shirt.
Besides that, without telling him, we should do a podcast episode with him and talk about nothing but Dolph Ziggler and his best matches.
Or go out on getting a cameo appearance from Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, that would be amazing. Bones would just be mostly cussing through the whole entire thing.
It would be funny though.
It would be amazing. Dolph Ziggler probably will never come back on the show ever again. It's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. You've served your purpose.
Yeah. But again, thank you, brother. That was fun. I had a great time.
Yeah, same here. Say it's just a shame we couldn't do it when we originally planned, because
It happens sometimes.
yeah, but at least I got it sorted. You just couldn't see me for some reason, but
Yeah. But
I'm not even wearing a John Cena t-shirt. I don't understand it.
maybe John Cena invaded your computer.
Yeah, rather him than Vince Russo.
And most likely Vince Russo.
Yeah.
But anyways, the next time we're going to try to do a podcast episode, and I don't know if you'll be joining us or you'll just be listening, not sure, is the review of the Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble. Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll have to watch it then.
Yeah, we're going to try to do the review of the Royal Rumble, giving you our honest opinions and what we thought about the pay-per-view. And also to tell you if we're happy with who won the Rumble or not, because we'll give you our honest opinion. It's not just going to be WWE pay-per-views. We're going to at least try to do other wrestling pay-per-views, maybe like AEW, maybe Impact Wrestling, maybe some New Japan Pro Wrestling stuff. Maybe we're going to work things out. But we're also going to do episodes on fantasy booking, which we always did on our Dark Side of the Ring reviews.
Yeah, the Tangent Masters.
Tangent Masters, indeed. So we're going to try to do more videos like that. And we're going to just probably talk about like other stuff, maybe movie reviews. We're still working on that. But yeah, the Maniac Podcast is back, and I'm happy it's back. And I'm glad you joined me, brother.
It's been fun, as always.
It was really fun. Thank you guys for listening to listening to us on the podcast. Thank you for joining us. We hope you guys had fun. We hope you had some fun and made you also think about the Rumble. Who do you want to see win the Rumble? Let us know. Leave it in the comments down below. And also, who do you think is going to break that forbidden door and enter the Royal Rumble? For both.
Jay White.
Bray Wyatt?
No, Jay White from New
Jay
Japan.
White. Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. That would be awesome.
Bray Wyatt's leaving New Japan, so
yeah. What about Bray?
Have you seen the teaser trailer on YouTube?
Yes, I have. I've been seeing
it. It's Wyndham, isn't it? So that's looking more like AEW, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been seeing those, and it's at the point that I don't know if it's actually him or fans are making this. I actually really don't know, but I'm more curious every time I see them.
Yeah, there's a series of them, isn't there? So, but I mean, it'd be interesting to see what sort of reception Cody would get.
Yeah, same.
But I think after his little throne smashing tantrum he had on first AEW pay-per-view, they probably won't bother.
Yeah, maybe. We just gotta wait and see and find out. The Royal Rumble is next week, and I'm excited for the Rumble. I can't wait. Okay, thank you, Richard, for joining us. Is there anywhere we could find you on the internet?
Yeah, YouTube, Rick Pete, and yeah, that's about it. I'm not really massive on Instagram. I am on there, but I can't remember what my username is. I think that might be Rick Pete as well, because keep it simple.
And also
and Twitter. I don't think I've got my Twitter on my new phone yet. Okay. But yeah, YouTube really.
Rick Pete and OWO UK.
Yeah. Well, I've merged the channels now, so it's just
one.
I
know. Like I know. But yeah, go follow him, subscribe to his YouTube channel, go show him some love and support. And you can find me on Oregon Wrestling Observer on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter at OWFan19. Look also up Oregon Wrestling Observer on Facebook. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, which is still weird to say, even though I've had it for a year right now, but it's still really weird to say. But it's kind of fun at the same time. But again, also you can also find me on the Instagram. We're going to try to work out more ideas for podcasts, but show my buddies some love and support, and go follow us on Twitter and like our YouTube channel. And also, this year, this is an important year for OWO, actually. This year is going to be the 10-year anniversary of Oregon Wrestling Observer. Can you believe it?
It's gone so quick.
I know, right? And we got to figure out a celebration. This is a bigger deal. This is a big deal for all of us.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, like we've discussed, I would come over and, you know, go out and celebrate with you guys, but realistically, that's not going to happen, you know, because we don't know what's going to happen with pandemic, and, you know, our government's on about possibly going into another lockdown again and restrictions and stuff, so don't know where we stand.
We just got to wait and what happens, I guess, but
Yeah.
still hoping that you can make it over here, at least.
If I get a lottery win, mate, I'm there.
Because I really would want you to be here for the anniversary, because it would be our first time actually officially hanging out instead of through computer or Skype.
Yeah, it would be awesome to be able to get over for anniversary show. That would be cool.
Yeah. So we're still figuring that out, because this is a big deal for all of us, because Richard, you've been with OWO since the beginning pretty much. Same with Chris and JT. I met you when I was still brand new on YouTube with the whole YouTube show.
Yeah, I think you've been running a few months, haven't you, before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, I met you through a group Facebook page, and next thing you know, 10 years later, look at us right now.
Yeah, it was a group I started, wasn't it? Because I messaged you and asked you if you'd be interested in joining.
Yeah, and next thing you know, look at us now.
Yeah, 10 years later.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hi, Tara's.
Hey up, Tara. Hello.
Food. You getting our food. All right, well, let's call it a night. Thank you guys for watching. We hope you enjoyed again. We love you so much. Have a good day. Take care, Maniacs. Bye-bye.